Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a little bit of a haul with a twist. Because I know you've seen this, there have been some gorgeous unboxings and unveilings and hauls with the the new Cocoa Vanilla No Limits collection. And originally I was not going to buy it. Then I watched the lovely Laura Alberts and her unboxing, which was very early on. And then I started sort of questioning myself, because at first I thought it was maybe a little bit too themed in terms of the galaxy and rocket ships and that kind of thing for me and my scrapbooking. But then Laura showed different ways of using it. Then, of course, my lovely friends Adam and Helen did some hauls with it, and that sort of clinched it for me. So off I went to Scrapbook Your Joy. Of course, that is my store of choice. She's just over here in Ontario, one province over from me to the west, and she always gets all of the Cocoa Vanilla, and she gets enough of it because I don't ever do the pre-orders. I never even think to do pre-orders, and I'm always able to get. And I was even a little bit late to the party for this one, and I got everything that I wanted to get. And Sandra, being the lovely, lovely lady that she is, she even threw in a couple of little bits there for me. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing like I usually do and show you and open up the ephemera and everything, because I know you've seen it all. So I thought what I would do, because I do want to use some of this in my April How to Kill a Kit with Style. So I thought I would mainly go through the paper with you and give you sort of my ideas of how I might want to use this collection. I love the colors in this collection. It's got some nice oranges and blues and aquas, and there's always a gorgeous wood grain. So it's not it's not as floral or summery or springy as the Cocoa Vanilla collections that I've had. This is the first Cocoa Vanilla collection that I get that's maybe a little bit more on the masculine. I didn't get any of the legendary, so I'm anxious to use that. Now, I got, of course, the collection kit and the A5 paper stack, which is a little bit narrower than 6. About 5.75, maybe a little bit more, but it's a little bit longer than 8. So, but it still works beautifully. In the collection pack, of course, you get the sticker sheet. And what I do love with the Cocoa Vanilla sticker sheets is there's always all of these words down at the bottom. And that, to me, is awesome. And now, you see, if you look at this, it's quite versatile. There's really, you know, maybe only boom here that I might not use. And then, you never know, I might. So really, it's not overly themed. So I'll just go quickly through the other bits before we get to the paper. The lovely Sandra threw in for me the puffies. Aren't they gorgeous? These are really fun little finishing touches along with sequins. I think pairing these with sequins will be just gorgeous. And she also sent, and Helen got these. I think Helen might have got these in, did she get these in a prize pack or did she buy? Because I know Helen bought some No Limits and I think she won some No Limits. But anyway, these are always so useful. And Sandra was just lovely to throw these into my, my goodie package. Then, of course, the ephemera. And again, there are a few bits in here that I might not use and that I might just pass along. You know, I might just do a little bit of a, you know, like the rockets. I don't think I would use the rockets that are here. But all in all, they are fairly usable. I love stars. You know I love stars. I love the colors. There are a couple of nice big words here that will be fun to use. So in the end, quite usable. I did get the pocket cards, and I got these because I saw Helen talk about them and how she might be using them. And I thought, oh yeah, okay, I do need to get those. And I think this will be going in, and I'll be using it with my 6x8 album, my reading, watching, and eating for 2022. There's a lot of interesting like journaling bits on here that can be used, very, very versatile. Some can be filler cards in a pocket page if I do it that way. Some can be on a 12x12 for just a journaling spot, so quite usable. I got 2 packs of the wood buttons because I love wood buttons. You know me and my circular dimensional elements, so wood buttons, flare, sequins, and I love and flat back brads with the Simple Stories collections. Those are some of my absolute favorite embellishments, and I love mixing and matching these with the gorgeous Dottie About Flairalicious pieces, and it gives a little bit of a different texture, some different sizing. So when I can, both flat back brads and wood buttons, I always get 2 sets. And then, of course, the chipboard. And again, if you look at this, I was worried at the beginning that it might be a little bit too themed. And in the end, I honestly don't think it is. And I will probably be able to use most of this. So there you go. So that's all the bits and pieces. As I said, I didn't bother opening them. I mean, if for some reason you haven't seen them, I will put down below Laura's unboxing, and I'll try and find also Adam's and Helen's, and I'll put those down below. Or if you want me to show you anything very specific with how I might use it, don't hesitate to leave me a comment. But let's look at the papers. So there are 16 double-sided 12x12, so you get 2 each of 8 designs, which is always a good thing for me. I love collections that give you 2 of each, because, you know, that choosing between A and B sides can sometimes be very, very difficult. So let's look at this. I love this. And this, to me, could definitely be a background. Although it is a little bit of a larger pattern for, am I properly in frame? Yeah. A larger pattern for what I normally use as a background. It's tight enough that you can use it as a background. As you know, the ones that I find hard to use are the larger patterns that are spread out. Sometimes I always feel like I need to fill in all those little bits, whereas this is a nice, tight pattern. So I definitely think it could be used as a background, but it can also be used as a half and half, as a 1/3, 2/3. It can be used. It's a very, very versatile pattern, and I love these colors. Oh my God, look at that. See, now, thank God we have 2, because I definitely need to use as a background, and I can see it right now with a big doily. I would bring a doily into this, or maybe a little bit, because I don't think I want to do any additional mixed media. I think this is basically almost like a pre-made mixed media background, and it's gorgeous, but I do think a nice white doily in here will come and soften it all. I just love this paper. Put that over there. Now, true to Cocoa Vanilla fashion, there was always this gorgeous painterly watercolor stripes in a rainbow color, and this one is a little bit more saturated than some of the other collections to go along with the palette in this No Limits, which I absolutely love. This is definitely something that I use in strips. I would not use this as a background, but definitely would use this. And to me, I like to get, so I would use it, I think, on the vertical. this kind of stripe to me, I like using on the vertical as opposed. I mean, you could use it this way on the horizontal for sure, but I tend to like it on the vertical, or even just as a little bit of like scalloped edge and then tuck it under would be a lovely way to use this. And then just a beautiful, versatile golden yellow background, which is quite usable. Oh, then this lovely, I love this big star. Now you see what I see here definitely is just one, this, that's a lovely focal point. And then you see here all of these smaller bits, sequins. That needs to be, so this needs to be a project for Spiegel Mom Scraps for sure, because I want to get some little sequins in all of those areas and bring it out, and then just one photo and a title. And quite frankly, I don't think we would need much more than that. Gorgeous. Oh, and the wood grain, which of course is the absolute perfect background. I could always use about 10 sheets of the Cocoa Vanilla wood grains for sure. So again, thank goodness we have 2. Cut apart. Now I have all of the journaling cards, but I still think, now let's, for a moment, we'll go see what's on the other side. Now you see, this is fun, even though it's very galaxy and school-oriented and science projects and that kind of thing. I think I could definitely use it with maybe a small photo of a sunset or that kind of thing, which I do love to do. So I think I could use this in a layout for sure. And all of these are very versatile. You see, these can just be used as filler cards for sure. Adding a couple, you know, maybe here, like if you take something like this, you just add maybe a label here and a little circular element, and you can do a little bit of journaling or just pop it there with a little tiny photo. And then, oh, look at this. This is just gorgeous as well as the background. And this, you can see it's a navy, almost black that goes into paler navy and sort of into down here an aubergine. There's some purple tones in here that go with these stars. This is a gorgeous paper. A little dark for a background, but you know, I think it would work with maybe a lot of white thrown into it, but I love it. It's gorgeous. Beautiful. And this, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is a type of pattern that Cocoa Vanilla puts in a lot of their boy collections, because I think I've seen Christy use this from maybe Legendary, something very similar in pattern anyway to this. And I do love this. I think it could definitely be used as a background, but I think I would tend to use it as maybe a 1/3, 2/3, or a 1/2 and 1/2. Oh, look at this beautiful background. These colors are just so gorgeous. This is, I don't know if the camera is picking it up. It's a greeny, tealy, just beautiful, just beautiful. Then we have another cut apart. This is always fun. And this basically, you know, really, if you didn't want to get the ephemera, or if your budget really didn't extend much beyond the paper pack, then look, you have some self-made, you have embellishments here. You cut all of these out, fussy cut these out, and you definitely have a whole set of embellishments here, journaling cards, border strips that you can use on your layouts as well. Very versatile. And this gorgeous background. I love this in sort of a gray. It's white gray, but with a little bit of a blue and yellow, blue and green. Can you see that? I'm wondering, can you see that properly? I hope you can. It is gorgeous. Then we have, this is fun. Now you see, this to me, again, this would be a perfect layout for Spiegel Mom Scraps, as I would just turn some of these into some sequins, but also I would bring in some flair. So I think this would be a lovely combination, gaudy about flair, flair-alicious pieces in here, added together with some sequins. I do love that kind of thing. And maybe this, I would even put a photo in the middle or over here. Actually, I think I might even like sort of a photo right here in the middle. And then again, and some stitching. This, I think, also needs a little bit of stitching, although you could claim that that's sort of a little bit of faux stitching here. But if you look at maybe this little gray line, I could add a little extra stitching or in between, and not necessarily all the way around. I don't think I would do it all the way around. You see, like something here, I might do a little bit of stitching here, a little bit of stitching sort of around here, then pop some sequins on this one here, and some flair on this side to go along with the circular elements and over here. Wouldn't that be fun? I think that would be fun. And another gorgeous, gorgeous background that already has a little bit of distressing and whitewashing on it in navy and very gray, like a gray blue. It's not white at all. It's a gray, but with a little bit of a dusty blue tinge to it. And then there we go. Look at this. Oh, excuse me. Look at this gorgeous pattern. I love brick patterns as well. They are something. And you know what I don't use near enough? I don't use my Tim Holtz brick stencil near enough. I love this as a background as well. And then this beautiful, beautiful orange. So isn't that just gorgeous? And then here we start again. So look at this. These are the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous B-sides. Beautiful, saturated, but not overly. Just lovely, lovely color palette. And then the A-sides as well. So I love this collection. Now, I won't go through the small paper pad with you because, of course, it basically is the same. But there are some designs in here that are not in because it's 15 designs as opposed to 8. So maybe let's just have a quick look and see what might be different. Now, you see the first parts here seem to be the same. Now, here's one that is not in the 12 by 12. Here's one. Lovely, lovely green. That is not in there either. We don't have this one. So look, these are lovely, lovely, versatile patterns. Then the tiny cut apart, which is useful. This we do have. Well, there you go. See, isn't that funny? Because it seems to me those are the only ones, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that we don't have. But it says here 15 designs, so I'm not quite sure maybe what I am missing. But anyway, these for sure are additional sheets, and these will be awesome, awesome backgrounds in my 6x8 album for sure, to do full 6x8 pages. So there you go, my friends. That's sort of my view on the No Limits. Did you get it? And if you did, have you started using it? If you've already, I would love some inspiration. So if you have, tag me over on Instagram or Facebook, or put a link down below to your video. And tell me, do you every once in a while say no, 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 and just decide you're not going to get a collection, and then realize how much you actually do need it? Tell me down below. Talk to you soon, my friends. Bye for now.